Hey guys, so today I thought I'd talk about my current favorite KBeauty serums, and I've got, I think, about 10 of them, and they're all fragrance-free except the very first one, which has rose flower oil in it. So, okay, first one is the Robekan Skin Essentials Aqua Activating Serum. Actually, the prior version of this contained rose flower oil. The current version does not, so keep that in mind. I don't know. Certain websites have different lists. I'm certain the one I have doesn't have that in it. So it also contains niacinamide, peptides, aloe, vitamin E. I really like this one. It's got a nice gel texture to it, which just smooths it over skin really nicely. I would say it's probably more geared towards drier skin, just because the texture seems a little bit more hydrating. So I really like this one. I'll link to it below. And bottle is 35 milliliters, so it's a little bit larger than the average serum. So anyway. Okay, next up we've got the Banobaji Milk Thistle Repair Serum, which I think I did a review on maybe like 6 months ago, and I really love this one. So this one's got milk thistle extract, also known as silybum or silymarin, which is a really good antioxidant and really good ingredient for your skin, but you don't see it that often. It's also got Centella, which is just wonderful, and copper peptides. Obviously not a whole ton of copper peptides because this doesn't have a tint to it, but it's got a really watery texture to it, which just smooths over skin really easily. A little bit of it goes a long way, and no fragrance in it. It is a little bit pricey, so keep that in mind. It's kind of more of a pricey brand, but they also have a moisturizer and a sunscreen version of this. So I'm going to have to check those out. I've been meaning to do that for a while, so I'm finally going to have to get down to it and do it. Okay, next up, this one I've talked about often. It's not been in a while, though. And that is the Hygiene Natural Repair Serum. I love this stuff. So first off, okay, I'm going to link to it below at Stylovana. The first time I bought it, I wasn't certain if I was going to love it. So I bought the 30 milliliter size, which is about an ounce. And it's really nice. So now I've got this giant size, which is 120 milliliters. I'll link to the smaller size just in case you haven't tried it before. And starting out with the smaller size might be smart in case you don't like it. But this stuff is just so wonderful. It's just got the greatest gel texture to it. There we go. And in here we've got ginseng, niacinamide, panthenol, lactobacillus ferment, amino acids, centella. It is just so wonderful. I've repurchased it. I've repurchased the small size once. And then the next time I bought it was the large size. And I'm about halfway now. So next time I'm going to pick up the large size again. So anyway. Link it to the small size, though, so keep that in mind. Unless you've already tried it or know you're going to love it. Sometimes you just never know. So, anyway. Okay. I friggin' love it. I love it, love it, love it. Well, a small size might be good if you're traveling. Because this one, you're not going to travel anywhere with. Or if you do, they're going to take it from you, probably. Okay, next up, I got to do my review on this one. This is the Mizon Peptide 500, which is technically an ampule, which, I don't know. The texture of it, it's very similar to other serums. It's got a kind of a liquid texture to it, so it smooths over skin very nicely. So in here we've got copper peptides, beta glucan, Centella asiatica, chia seed in here as well. So it's really, really nicely hydrating. I love this. This is a great dupe for a lot of more expensive products. A little bit of it goes a very long way, which is nice. And this one's just wonderful. I can't say enough good things. I love this ampule. It is just so wonderful. And I love that there's no fragrance in it or anything else. And for a really good serum, it's got a rather shorter, compact ingredient list, which is just lovely. So highly recommend checking it out. I'll definitely do my full review of it soon. Okay, so this one's a little newer to me. The Pyunkang Black Tea Boosting Serum. So they've got this whole line. The eye cream I've tried and I really liked. And then I hadn't tried anything else. So they've got this. I think they have a cream and then a toner of this. They're all kind of more expensive. I'm going to link to it at YesStyle. But before you pull the trigger on it, check things out because sometimes it's on sale. And if it's not on sale, it's usually in the $30 range. But I think I end up getting this for like $12 or $15. So check for the sales. Anyway, so this one's got a really nice... The texture of this one's similar to the Hyggee. It's got kind of a gel texture to it, which is really nice for skin. So in here we've got green tea, shea butter, macadamia, ginseng, skullcap root, and then ceramides. And the tea in here is a great antioxidant for skin. So this is a lovely product. Pyunkang does a great job with their stuff. And you know what? The packaging of this is just amazing too. It's just beautiful. I don't know. You know what? It'd be interesting to see what we would all pick if packaging were just identical for every product in the world. If it were just like a white bottle with black lettering. Because packaging, it does play into, look at the purple and the green, I don't know. It does play into it as much as I don't want to admit it. It does. Okay, next up, we got the Round Lab Soybean Serum, which I reviewed recently. It's a newer product I've been testing out over the last couple months. And it's really lovely serum. It's great in terms of hydration. There we go. There's a little, my arm is peeling a little bit because my sunscreen was in Puerto Rico. I must have missed this spot right here. And I missed a little spot on my foot. No matter how diligent I am. Or it just got rinsed off. So anyway, that was the very first day. Anyway, so we've got Squalane in here, Ceramides, several ferments, including Lactobacillus and soybean ferments. And it's really lovely. I would say this is a great dupe for a lot of more expensive products as well. So keep that one in mind. And I'll link to it at Olive Young, because at Olive Young, it's the same price. And you get this and then a sample of the moisturizer. I think it's $24 or so. So I'll link to that one because you get the little moisturizer to try. And who doesn't want a moisturizer to try? I certainly love moisturizer to try. Okay, next up, the Neogen Real Ferment Micro Serum. So I was introduced to this by using the toner of this, which is amazing. Absolutely amazing in terms of ingredients. Neogen is super hit or miss. They have a ton of stuff with tons of fragrance in it. And then they've got this little serum and toner that don't have any fragrance in it. However, the mist from this line does have fragrance in it. But this is fragrance free. And this is a freaking amazing serum because the ingredients in here are so just great. So let me give you a swatch because it's got a little thicker texture, but it's just wonderful. So, and if you haven't tried the toner, I highly recommend it. Okay, so there's a little swatch of it. So, okay, and here we've got Baphyta Ferment, Sake, Panthenol, green tea, resveratrol, vitamin C, vitamin E, and tons more. You can't get better than this. So I just love this stuff. 1 ounce, 30 milliliters. It's a little bit pricey, but a little bit of this goes a long way. It's just got the most wonderful hydrating texture. It just really keeps skin soft and smooth. So I love this. Highly recommend. If you have not tried this, give this one a try. If you don't try anything else from the list, try this one if you haven't. Because I think most people that are trying it really like it. It's really great for anti-aging and keeping your skin healthy. Okay, next up, we've got the V-Green Fragrance-Free Nature Mucin Serum, which the reason why it's called Nature Mucin Serum is because it doesn't use snail mucin. So if you're somebody that doesn't like snail mucin but always is curious about the results or hydration from it, yam root extract is what they use in its place. And this stuff is just, it's not snail mucin, but it's almost as good as snail mucin. So if you don't use snail mucin for whatever reason, I recommend giving yam root extract a try in its place because it offers some of the same hydration benefits. So here we go. So wonderful liquid texture in here. So we've got yam root extract, which is nature's mucin. So that's what they call it, I guess. It's a good vegan alternative to snail mucin. We've got Panthenol, copper peptides, other peptides, Centella asiatica. It is lovely. I'll link to it at Stylevana, and then at Amazon, I'll link to it too. And at Amazon, it's sold and filled by this brand. So, okay. Next up, we've got the couple more. Benton Ultimate Snail Bee Ultimate Serum. So they've got their Snail Bee line, which is an interesting line. It's very nice for a lot of skin types. Benton has some great products, and I need to review more of them. So anyway, so wonderful product. Great texture to it as well. Let's see, where have I used? There we go. So it's got kind of a goopy, slight texture that really a little bit goes a long way. It smooths into skin really nicely and very hydrating. So in here we've got Saccharomyces snail ferment. We've got ginseng ferment. We've got peptides. We've got aloe. Great for soothing skin and hydrating it as well. And very good for sensitive skin types, and very, very, very affordable as well. So recommend checking that one out. And then last but not least, the Purito Centella Unscented Serum. This one's just full of good stuff. I'm running out of space, but many of you probably are familiar with this. Okay, so in here we've got Centella, we've got Niacinamide, Peptides, Ceramides, green tea. This has everything in it. Peptides, Niacinamide, Centella. And then this is the unscented version. The one in the opaque green bottle does have a little bit of fragrance in it. This is the unscented version. This is the one you want, especially if you have sensitive skin. But a lot of people can use the other one without any issues. But this one's really great. Good combination of ingredients. Great for combating dryness and anti-aging and redness and everything like that. So anyway, so these are some of my current favorites. Many of these I think I probably mentioned in other videos because I love them for other reasons. But these are all great. You can't go wrong with any of these. If you're looking for something that's K-Beauty, affordable, fragrance-free, but full of good stuff, these are my favorites currently. So, anyway, interested hearing from you guys. If you have any favorites I didn't mention, leave a comment. Love hearing from you guys. And stay tuned for more tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.
Okay, before I stop rolling, hold on, don't put that away.
Oh, no.